What role do you see data playing in the preparation to games and things like recruitment, etc.?
Yeah, we do use data. Um, we kind of looking again maybe infrastructurally. I think in especially North America, there's a big emphasis on like analytics and how
Mm.
that's built out within clubs. So typically within a club, like I said, in North American sport, there is usually an analytics department which is
Yeah,
um, kind of separate to the video. So they then work with the different departments in the club. So like recruitment, sports science, and like the technical side. Um, so I think that um, yeah, going forward, that's kind of the direction we want to go. But how we've used it in like since we've been here is we use StatsBomb. Um, we're starting to use Power BI to kind of visualize all of our stuff. So I'm trying to automate as much as I can.
yeah,
There's still an element of searching through stuff. And we work with a French company called Sports Dynamics as well. They've been really good. So they make use of the second spectrum tracking data,
yeah,
and they have like their own metrics, which are like space creation, line breaking passes, passes in behind, non-chosen,
yeah,
and they give you the flexibility to be able to make your own metrics. So um, anything that we want to look at, we can then tell them these are the metrics we want to build out, and um, and then we can see the data on their online platform. We're starting to get it into BI,
yeah.
and they give us an XML so we can see all these instances as well after a game, which is really useful.
Nice. Nice. What can you, for those that don't know, then Sam, what can you just give a bit of a description of what actually Power BI is? What does it do, and what kind of benefits does it give you?
So it's like a visualization software similar to, it's the same as Tableau effectively.
Yeah,
It allows you to take a big data source and then visualize basically all the reporting that has been done manually over years on PowerPoint and Keynote could potentially be done through a visualization software like Power BI
yeah,
or Tableau. So you can have everything set. You can just change the team, and the tables or the graphics or whatever should populate based on the things that you built. It's
yeah.
not it's not as straightforward as that, but it obviously hopefully the time you invest in it, and we are looking at working with a like a consultancy company that's going to help us with kind of building them out.
Yeah,
Um, kind
yeah.
of on the pathway to, like I said, having this analytics department, which will provide probably more detail and almost more research in terms of and insights into what the direction that we want to go.
Yeah, sure. So just maybe off topic a little bit, Sam, do you have anything to do with like the recruitment side of things at the club, or are you just more sort of post-match, pre-match? Do you have anything in that kind of?
I don't directly. Obviously, I know I have a relationship with the recruitment side,
Mm.
um, and I have met with them a couple of times just to go through like um, player profiles, kind of terminology that we use,
Yeah,
things we look for, like almost our like game model and how we want to play to kind of give them an idea and show them some video and that kind of stuff, um just to give them an idea as to what how we view things downstairs or in our office almost. You know what I mean? Just to try and just because they've showed interest and they obviously think it's something useful to understand.
yeah. So when you say they, and in terms of the recruitment department, is that more like scouts, or is it more like, because obviously you've got to manage the salary cap and things like that. So do you have roles such as like recruitment analysts that kind of more UK clubs are kind of popping up at the moment, or how does it look over there?
Again, that was probably something that needed building out
Mm.
um, when we arrived. We've got to a stage now. We have a technical director who does a lot of the recruitment side of things and finalising deals, etc.
Yeah,
And we then have two full time at the club within the recruitment department, and then I think we're starting to build out like regional scouts, which is something that we didn't have before. Obviously, they are scouts and they do travel to games, but I think a lot of it is still video based.
yeah,
Again, logistically, in terms of covering any potential signings from LA is more difficult. I think further down the line, they go out and watch things, or if there's tournaments where there's going to be or youth tournaments where there's potentially 2 or 3 of interest, I think they do travel to go and watch. But and they also use, I think they also use the time on the international breaks to maybe go and watch some internationals or that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
it's probably a little bit more different to a to a scout in the UK where you can go and watch a game every 2 or 3 days or whatever. So it is a lot more video based, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay.